These are 5 signs you're dealing with a toxic chick and it's time to walk away. A lot of y'all be scared to walk away. Y'all be like, oh, she's the best thing in the world. Her pussy's good. Man, listen. There's 4 billion chicks on earth. Be a fucking man. 1. Anytime you guys go through relationship issues, right? She's going to post an Instagram story or meme that relates to the situation, right? She's basically letting other dudes know, my dude fucked up. I need a shoulder to cry on. And a shoulder to cry on becomes a dick to ride on. Come on, fellas. The easiest way to get a girl to cheat on her man, which is when they're going through shit, right? A breakup or just going through shit in general, right? You know why? Women react off emotions, right? As soon as I see them quotes on her story, I'm going to slide in her DM like, you good? You know why? A shoulder to cry on becomes a dick to ride on. 2. Anytime a relationship get rocky, right? She threatens to leave. Oh, I'm going to leave you if you don't do this. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. I'm him. I'm him Duncan. I'm Himothy. A lot of y'all dudes be like, no, baby, I'll do whatever to fix this. Nigga, what? You crazy as hell. There's 4 billion chicks on earth and you chasing that little... She mid, bruh. 3. She runs to her family with all y'all problems, right? Guess what? She might forgive you, your girl, right? But her family won't. And things will never be the same between y'all. 4. She loves to fight and argue. She don't like to talk things out. A relationship will never work like this. You know why? Because things will never get solved. You got to be a problem solver when it comes to issues. 5. She got no sense of accountability, right? Let's say you approach her like, babe, I want you to work on this or fix this for the sake of our relationship, right? She's going to get defensive and want to argue right away, right? Instead of saying, you know what, babe, I'll work on this and I'll fix it.
No one has seen more men break down in tears while their kids get taken away, the equity in their home gets stolen, their retirement, their pension gets stolen by these judges. They have so much to lose. Women don't have these things to lose.
Yeah, we do. Can you say that a woman doesn't have equity in a house to lose?
I can say that because I've been practicing for 20 years.
But I know, but women also can make money. Like there could be marriages where the woman makes more money.
Listen, there are the LeBron James of women, all right? But I'm not talking about these special cases. I'm talking about in general. If you want to sit here and tell me that women in general lose their kids, you're crazy.
No, but
of course they don't.
It's well, some women do if they're like alcohol abuse.
No, not in general.
I think what you're saying, there's exceptions and there are rules.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if Madison was intentionally being disagreeable. Respect. Define disagreeable for women.
Yeah.
Us. And so people have talked about equity instead, which is instead of sameness, it's fairness. And this would mean that we remove systemic barriers to engage in society, not just for women, but also for everyone.
So which barriers?
Those barriers that you don't believe in.
What does it do for you to have a bunch of ramps in your life? It doesn't do shit. I need those ramps, right?
Can we stick to male versus female? That's my question. So I'm thinking male versus female.
But my feminism includes ability, it includes
my
race.
question is,
you guys can talk.
Women versus men. Like what barriers do we need removed? Because that's my statement. I'm not stating anything else. I'm stating women versus men.
It's very silly.
Like so what barrier?
Why is it silly? The question is silly.
So, yeah, but I'm
it's
saying,
not a fair question. It's
how is it not a?
Have you ever noticed girls will lose feelings if you love them too much?
Let me give y'all some advice. Never mess with a girl who has a boyfriend. Now hear me out, not just because, you know, morals or whatever, like, because some of y'all, we know y'all don't got morals. The reason I'm telling y'all never mess with a girl who has a boyfriend, because they will do anything to make it seem like they didn't cheat. You ask them, what do you mean they'll do anything to make it seem like they didn't cheat? Bro, these women will lie on you. They will lie. They will lie. You, especially if any type of alcohol is involved. She could have just dipped her pinky in some tequila and placed it on her tongue, and she'll say you spiked her drink, just to get out of it. They would lie about anything. Let me give y'all an example. I was messing with this girl, right? She was talking about, when you going to try to link me, She was asking me to come over, all this different stuff. I'm like, all right, so one day I was like, so when we gonna link? All right, let me come over. She was like, I never said we was hanging out, She deleted all her messages that looked like I made it seem like it was me. She deleted all her messages and make it seem like it was me asking her to link when she was telling me to come to her house. She made it seem like, you know how on Instagram you can unsend messages? She made it seem like I was talking to myself, but like any person with a brain can see that she was responding and I was responding to what she was saying, right? Anyway, moral of the story is, bruh, never mess with a girl who got a boyfriend, because you will get jammed up and it ain't even worth it for real.
If she's going out, it's a deal breaker for me.
Huge red flag. Same
That
for
for me, it's a deal breaker.
I totally agree.
Why is that a deal breaker? Is it because it makes you insecure?
It has nothing to do with insecurity. It's
What
just
It actually has everything to do with insecurity, but not in the sense that she was trying to argue. If you allow your girl to go to parties and clubs without you, where she will most definitely be sexually or romantically advanced on by other guys, and also potentially put in dangerous situations where she can be taken advantage of, that will 100% produce insecurity. But it's not just some internal insecurity that women like to accuse and shame men for having when they express their disapproval of allowing their partners to go partying without them. It's a practical and logically grounded insecurity, not only in the mind of the man, but in the stability of the relationship. We have to be very honest with ourselves when we think about the motives behind going to parties and clubs, especially without a significant other. The most prominent reason people would express for wanting to go on a night out would be to socialize, let loose, and have fun. But I would bet that an almost equally as prominent reason people have, but would be reluctant to admit, is the surplus opportunity it provides for romantic and sexual advances. Now, as a man, these potential encounters are easier to avoid considering the burden is on us to initiate the advancement. But as a woman who is even remotely attractive, these encounters are almost impossible to avoid. You will be approached by men if you go out partying. Now, knowing the underlying truth behind the motives and awareness of people who like to go to clubs and parties, you gotta start to wonder why a woman in a committed relationship would even want to put herself in those situations. And some might argue that she just wants to go out with her friends and have fun, but that's not a good enough excuse considering the numerous other things you could do with your friends to have fun. As a woman, you know you'll be hit on if you go out partying. You know you'll be presented with potentially tempting opportunities and situations by the many guys that will approach you. And men without a doubt fully understand the potential dangers of allowing his girl to go partying by herself. All those situations unnecessarily expose the relationship to instability and insecurity. And no man wants to feel like there's even a chance of his relationship not being stable or secure. That's why it's easier for him to just prevent the avoidable situations from happening. That internal insecurity a man feels only starts to manifest itself when his girl expresses a desire to put herself in those situations and frequently go out partying without him.
I be wanting a girlfriend so bad. Wife, kids, marriage, all that. And then I see stuff like this, and I want to die alone.
Do you think cheating hurts a man or a woman more?
I think it hurts a man more because y'all aren't prepared for it.
Not only are men not prepared for it because they'll have the mindset, she'll never do that to me. Unpopular opinion. Men love harder than women do.
For me to be comfortable, like staying at home and not working, I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000. I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work.
What lifestyle is that?
Anywhere from 70 to 100K. $500,000. I know that 1% of men make $500,000, or like less than 1% of men or something.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
If your wife can spend more than you make, like you need to make more money. So it really just depends. 150, maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
How can you ask for equality and also promote such a parasitic lifestyle at the same time?
Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000. If I was making significantly less than a partner, it would make me feel insecure, like I wasn't on the same level as them. Not that I'm trying to like be super equal with my partner.
Thanks, everyone. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, free time. Farewell, sex. So long, golf on TV. I'll miss you, privacy. Goodbye, being honest about how many beers I've had. Nice knowing you, my own choices. See you later, money.
Second reason why girls think you're unattractive, and a lot of guys who are newer to dating must understand this, because this is something that you're not really taught. You're not mysterious. Girls are very, very much attracted to guys that they don't totally know, even through marriage. Let's say even through a 40-year relationship. You want to have some element of mystery about you. Guys who aren't good with girls do the exact opposite of this. They destroy all their mystery by telling the girl up front, to her face, of all of the boring stuff that they do with their lives. She asks oh hey, did you have a good day? What did you do today? And the boring guy who's unattracted to girls will answer her questions seriously because he's never been taught this by an older brother.
People dislike him so much that they're happy that the world people are happy that there's a possibility that women were trafficked just so that Andrew and Tristan can go down. They would prefer that they did it than they didn't than them not doing it. Does that make sense? Woke people would rather the narrative be that Andrew and Tristan trafficked women and there's actually women being sold just so they can go down, rather than the possibility that they're innocent men and women weren't trafficked at all.
Women are so damn smart. How come they the only motherfuckers that's constantly getting conned and lied to get in the situation they
Like,
in? Y'all claim y'all are smart as men, but y'all the only people who say, oh, he told me to do this and he talked me into this. When a man gets screwed over, they say it's your
You
fault.
should have seen it coming.
Should have seen it coming. So why is it we can't say to these women? Because let me tell you a stat that should shock you, all of you. Did you know there are 2 times as many black women with children than black men? What does that tell you? It tells you that women are fucking the same man.
Boom.
Damn. So y'all know he ain't shit, and you fuck him because you in competition with that other ain't shit bitch to have that ain't shit nigga baby. Because you just saw a video on Instagram of Future, who you know got 9-11 kids, talking about how hard it is for him on Valentine's Day with all these bitches, and bitches jump right on the video to be there with him. So don't tell me how great women are. Don't tell me how women care about marriage. Don't tell me how women care about society, because if they did, the last thing you do is continue to reproduce.
Why women like guys with money? It's not even that you have money. It's that you be a little bit spontaneous and that you have time during the day to give them attention. If you've got money, but you're a banker and you're working 12-hour days and you ain't got time to touch your phone, you ain't getting girls because they want attention all the fucking time. That's the reality. He doesn't text me. You've always heard it. I fucked the gardener because he didn't give me any attention. No, it's not about money. Guys get confused about money because they like, oh, he has money. Money is the least helpful aspect, believe it or not. If all your other shit's together, if you're confident and you're smart, you've got some fun stories, and you'll go up to girls, you'll be interesting, and you're not afraid to get rejected, and you'll do the numbers games, and you're in half good shape, you'll be all right. You don't need to be a millionaire.
Has there ever been a guy that you wanted but couldn't get?
No. And men are fucking easy.
You think so?
Yeah.
So you can hit somebody up right now, one of your friends, guy friends, and say, let's fuck. Will they do it?
Men are fucking easy, dude.
Try it. I want to see it.
Live interviews. I ain't even know that shit.